Strategic analysis of the U.S. bakery industry. This presentation provides a comprehensive strategic analysis of the U.S. bakery industry, examining its complex and highly fragmented market structure. We'll explore how the industry is characterized by a dual structure: a few large, organized multinational corporations on one side and countless small-scale, local and artisanal bakeries on the other. Our analysis identifies Grupo Bimbo as the undisputed market leader with a strategic position built on scale, operational efficiency, and a formidable distribution network. We'll also examine Pinecrest Bakery LLC, a regional Cuban-American bakery that demonstrates the viability of a niche-focused business model. Through the application of established business frameworks including Pestel, Porter's 5 Forces, SWOT, VRIO, and BCG Matrix, we'll uncover the dynamics that allow these divergent business models to coexist and thrive in this dynamic market. Industry overview. A market of contrasts market structure. The U.S. bakery industry features a dual structure with large multinational corporations competing alongside numerous small-scale, local, and artisanal bakeries in a highly fragmented market. Strategic viability. Both large-scale operations leveraging economies of scale and small niche players focusing on authenticity and local experiences can succeed simultaneously in this dynamic market. Key success factors. Large corporations succeed through scale, distribution networks, and operational efficiency, while smaller bakeries thrive by capitalizing on consumer trends favoring authenticity and unique experiences. The U.S. bakery industry presents a fascinating dichotomy where global giants like Grupo Bimbo can dominate through scale and efficiency, while regional players like Pinecrest Bakery can carve out profitable niches through cultural authenticity and community connection. This presentation examines how these contrasting business models navigate the same industry landscape with different but equally viable strategies. Pestel analysis. Macro-environmental forces. Political factors. Stringent FDA food safety and labeling regulations with severe penalties for noncompliance. Variable state corporate tax rates affecting profitability. Labor laws with minimum wages up to $15.50 an hour in some states. Trade policies including 25% tariffs on specific Chinese imports increasing ingredient costs. Economic factors. High interest rates increasing capital costs for expansion and upgrades. Inflation driving up raw material costs. Consumer purchasing power directly impacting willingness to spend on premium baked goods. Large corporations better positioned to hedge against market volatility. Social factors. Growing health consciousness, especially among millennials, driving demand for healthier options. Increasing cultural diversity creating interest in fusion foods and authentic cultural experiences. Social media significantly influencing consumer purchasing decisions. Technological factors. Automation reducing production time and costs by up to 30%. E-commerce growth with 60% of consumers preferring online food ordering. Advanced POS systems and data analytics improving inventory management and customer insights. Environmental factors. Increasing pressure for sustainable practices including eco-friendly packaging. Carbon footprint reduction legislation requiring investment in energy-efficient equipment. Eco-friendly product lines showing 30% sales increases. Legal factors. Food Safety Modernization Act enforcement with significant financial and reputational consequences. Labor laws affecting working hours and employee compensation. Porter's 5 Forces. Competitive landscape. Competitive rivalry, moderate to high. Highly fragmented market with countless small bakeries competing with few dominant players. Homogeneous products with low customer switching costs intensifying competition. Continuous cycle of new entrants and exits underscoring keen competition. Threat of new entry. High. Exceptionally low barriers to entry requiring minimal initial capital investment. New entrants face challenges against established brands with economies of scale. Success requires innovative operational models or unique product offerings. Bargaining power of suppliers. Strong. Key raw material suppliers can influence prices with high switching costs. Particularly challenging for smaller bakeries lacking purchasing volume. Large firms leverage scale for bulk discounts and stable pricing agreements. Bargaining power of buyers. Mixed. Individual customers. Low power to influence pricing despite low switching costs. Collective consumer trends. High power to drive product development. Institutional buyers. High power to negotiate prices and terms for large volumes. Threat of substitutes. Low to moderate. Baked goods viewed as leisure food, with primary substitutes being other snack foods. Greater threat from within industry substitutes like sugar-free or whole grain alternatives. Innovation and adaptation critical for resilience against substitution. Grupo Bimbo's competitive advantages. VRIO framework analysis. Direct distribution network valuable. Yes. Ensures product freshness and quality across vast consumer base. Rare. Yes. Unrivaled scale with 54,000 plus routes and 152,000 associates. Inimitable. Yes. Requires multi-billion-dollar investment and decade plus to replicate. Organizationally supported. Yes. Core pillar of Bimbo value. Strategic foundation. Conclusion. Sustainable competitive advantage. Brand portfolio valuable. Yes. Multiple top performing U.S. brands providing market share advantage. Rare. Yes. Uncommon to own such diverse, dominant household name brands. Inimitable. Yes. Brand equity cultivated over decades, cannot be easily copied. Organizationally supported. Yes. Clear strategy of brand channel diversification. Conclusion. Sustainable competitive advantage. Global scale and operational efficiency. Valuable. Yes. Mitigates risk through diversification and low-cost production. Rare. Yes. 245 bakeries across 39 countries with exceptional efficiency. Inimitable. Yes. Prohibitive barriers in expertise, capital and time required. Organizationally supported. Yes. Consistent investment in productivity and resilience. Conclusion. Sustainable competitive advantage. Grupo Bimbo has established multiple sustainable competitive advantages that create significant barriers to entry and insulate it from the intense rivalry characteristic of the bakery industry. These advantages allow it to maintain dominant market positions while continuing to grow dynamically. Grupo Bimbo's brand portfolio strategy. BCG matrix analysis. Stars Sara Lee and Thomas's demonstrates strong combination of high market share and robust growth. These dynamic brands require continued investment to maintain dominance. Cash Cow's Entenmann's is transitioning between Star and Cash Cow, generating substantial revenue that can be reinvested into other brands. Competitor brand mission shows market-leading 10.4% CAGR, representing both a threat and potential acquisition target, demonstrating market dynamism. Grupo Bimbo's brand portfolio strategy. BCG matrix analysis. Stars Sara Lee and Thomas's demonstrates strong combination of high market share and robust growth. These dynamic brands require continued investment to maintain dominance. Cash Cow's Entenmann's is transitioning between Star and Cash Cow, generating substantial revenue that can be reinvested into other brands. Competitor brand mission shows market-leading 10.4% CAGR, representing both a threat and potential acquisition target, demonstrating market dynamism. Pinecrest Bakery, niche player case study. Business overview. Florida-based LLC founded in 2012. 24-hour Cuban-American bakery chain. Unique value proposition. Authentic, affordable Latin American food in a home-like upscale atmosphere. Estimated annual revenue, $14.8 million. 20 established locations. Growth strategy. Franchise model with goal to expand to 100 stores within 10 years. SWOT analysis. Strengths. Unique, culturally specific value proposition. Cuban-American focus and 24-hour model, addressing demand for authentic experiences. Distinct identity creating local moat against generic competitors. Proven, scalable franchise model with 20 successful stores. Low-risk expansion path attractive to entrepreneurs' weaknesses. Limited scale and regional confinement to South Florida. Minimal national market share. Lack of economies of scale and bargaining power. Greater susceptibility to raw material and labor cost fluctuations. Limited publicly available financial and operational data opportunities. Significant growth potential through franchise model. Goal of 100 stores within a decade is aggressive but plausible. Capitalizing on consumer interest in fusion foods and artisanal products. Menu expansion while maintaining core cultural identity. Threats. Competition from national giants with marketing power and scale. Constant influx of new small-scale bakeries due to low barriers to entry. Vulnerability to adverse macroeconomic factors. Challenge of maintaining brand identity and product quality during rapid expansion. Strategic duality in the U.S. bakery market. Economies of scale. Large corporations like Grupo Bimbo leverage massive production capacity and distribution networks to achieve cost advantages and market dominance. Distribution power. Extensive distribution networks create an inimitable competitive advantage that smaller players cannot replicate. Brand portfolio. Ownership of multiple established brands allows large players to capture diverse market segments and maintain premium pricing power. Cultural authenticity. Niche players like Princrest succeed by offering genuine cultural experiences that larger, more homogenized competitors cannot easily replicate. Community connection. Small bakeries build local moats through deep community ties and personalized experiences that create loyal customer bases. Operational agility. Smaller players can quickly adapt to changing consumer preferences and local market conditions without navigating corporate bureaucracy. The U.S. bakery market demonstrates a fascinating strategic duality where both global giants and local specialists can thrive simultaneously. Grupo Bimbo exemplifies success through scale, efficiency, and distribution power, while Princrest Bakery shows how a culturally specific, community-oriented approach can create a defensible market position. This coexistence confirms that the market rewards both models when executed effectively. Strategic duality in the U.S. bakery market. Economies of scale. Large corporations like Grupo Bimbo leverage massive production capacity and distribution networks to achieve cost advantages and market dominance. Distribution power. Extensive distribution networks create an inimitable competitive advantage that smaller players cannot replicate. Brand portfolio. Ownership of multiple established brands allows large players to capture diverse market segments and maintain premium pricing power. Cultural authenticity. Niche players like Princrest succeed by offering genuine cultural experiences that larger, more homogenized competitors cannot easily replicate. Community connection. Small bakeries build local moats through deep community ties and personalized experiences that create loyal customer bases. Operational agility. Smaller players can quickly adapt to changing consumer preferences and local market conditions without navigating corporate bureaucracy. The U.S. bakery market demonstrates a fascinating strategic duality where both global giants and local specialists can thrive simultaneously. Grupo Bimbo exemplifies success through scale, efficiency, and distribution power, while Princrest Bakery shows how a culturally specific, community-oriented approach can create a defensible market position. This coexistence confirms that the market rewards both models when executed effectively. Strategic recommendations for Princrest Bakery. Reinforce differentiated value proposition. Continue focusing on unique Cuban-American identity and 24-hour model. Invest in marketing that reinforces brand authenticity and community ties. Create stronger local moat against both large and small competitors. Leverage social trend of consumers seeking unique local experiences. Systematize for scalable growth. Maintain laser focus on ensuring franchise model robustness. Keep operational learning curve short to enable rapid expansion. Implement quality control systems to maintain consistency across locations. Preserve brand integrity while scaling to 100 stores. Implement robust economic hedging. Negotiate longer-term supply contracts to stabilize procurement costs. Source locally where possible to mitigate supply chain disruptions. Develop robust financial planning to navigate economic headwinds. Build cash reserves to weather periods of economic volatility. Embrace digital community building. Fully leverage social media platforms to extend community beyond physical locations. Develop e-commerce capabilities to reach customers beyond store radius. Use digital engagement to drive brand loyalty and increase sales. Create content highlighting cultural authenticity and community connection. By implementing these strategic recommendations, Princrest Bakery can maintain its unique market position while successfully scaling to achieve its ambitious growth targets. The company's success demonstrates that even in an industry dominated by giants like Grupo Bimbo, there remains ample opportunity for differentiated players who understand their value proposition and execute with discipline.